Nah, people. Joel Benjamin, 5288, aka Big Money Benjamin. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. Salute to all those that rock with me. Make sure as you come in, hit the like button. Make sure y'all ask y'all questions. Engage. We got a good show for y'all today. As you can see, the title Mamdani Season, The Reign of Zohran. Rise of the 15-minute cities. Now, of course, I did videos on the 15-minute cities before, but now this one is going to be a whole different one. Oh my gosh, it is lit. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm going to let you know of what cryptos you're going to need to get around this time. I'm going to break down how Mamdani, did I say the man name right? Mamdani season as the no not I shouldn't say mayoral candidate, mayoral elect Mamdani Zohran, right? He's the president. Zohran, excuse me, president. Ooh, he's the mayor. Zohran Mamdani. In 2 more months, I believe, he will take over. I'm going to break down how that trickles in to if you live in Washington, D.C., if you live in Florida, Portland, wherever you live in the United States of America, it's going to affect you. Let's get started. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. I see people on the early check-in. We live. JB the jeweler, salute to you. Stoner Feud, salute to you. Tracy Natural, salute to you. Shahid Mustafa 9890, salute to you. Lisa 8884, salute to you. And Ashley Hawkins 1993, salute to you. These are the ones with the early check-in. And people, if you're not watching live, make sure you leave your comments. I want to hear from you. I need to hear your perspective. All right? This is not just about me telling you everything. I need your perspective. I had to take the glasses off to do this one. Hope I ain't got to do much reading. I see you. I got money for sale. Salute to you. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Where do we begin? I think I'm going to begin with a video. Some people do not know how Zohran rise to fame. Now, you know, it was through the whole taxi cab, or should I say yellow taxi era. I don't want to go through the whole rundown. I'm going to let you hear it for yourself, and then we're going to get into it. But let me answer this real quick. Let me respond to this. Shahid Mustafa said, I know you pissed at New York for them voting him in. Actually, no, I'm not. What I'm going to say is might be a bit unorthodox to people in their ears, but you see, let me show this. Oh my gosh. Hopefully y'all could still hear me. I think I got no, you know, think. I got a short in my camera. So that's what it is. I'm about to play a video for you. Hold on, people. Hold on. Let me fix this. We're going to go right back to it. Just wait for me. But yeah, I am happy. I'm ecstatic. Okay? Zohran Mamdani is now mayor. Believe it or not, I am happy for that. And I'm going to explain to you why. Let me just fix this real quick. But yeah, Can y'all hear me? I've been talking the whole time. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, once everything gets sold off, it's going to be a wrap. All right? I'm going to repeat. Once everything sells off, it's going to be a wrap. And that's what we need to happen. Remember the key things they've been saying: you will own nothing and be happy. I'm going to repeat that again. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Now you're probably saying, Joel Benjamin 528, there you go again. You're bugging. Really, am I? You better learn how to take control. You better learn how to take action. You better learn how to take advantage. I'm going to show you this statement. I'm trying to get the camera back up on and running. Bear with me, people. Bear with me, please. These are always the ills of going live. I don't know why, but anyway, let me just play the video for you. Let me start with that. Hopefully you get to hear this. Of course, as usual, let me share my screen so you see what I see. I posted up on my Twitter. Check this out.
Where the hell did this guy come from? So I wanted to find out, like, what kind of put him on the map politically. As it turned, no.
Hold on.
It had nothing to do with Muslims. No, it had nothing to do with that. It had to do with taxi drivers. So the city makes money by selling what are called medallions. And they're a physical medallion that goes on the car that gives them the right to operate a yellow cab. They kind of act like, almost like, if you think of like a liquor license, where it's not like an annual licensing fee, it's an asset. Like you buy it and it's an asset. And you can, when you retire, for example, you could sell that medallion. Okay, so if I were to ask you, for a single cab driver, how much do you think they would pay for a medallion? What would you guess? Okay, yeah, I think that sounds a good guess. What would you guess?
Did she say
She said 5,000.
No, I would say like 100,000.
They were almost $100,000 by the 1980s and 1990s. These drivers would have to go get loans to buy these medallions because it's required for their business, right? In like the 2000s, New York City limited how many of those medallions they would put out. And so when they limited it, what happens to the price of medallions? They skyrocket. By 2013, they're selling for over $1 million. Wow. Over $1 million. It's being driven in part by the city itself because they're holding auctions and setting minimum bids. Then you've got the lenders who are just trying to get in on this big lending action, the exact same fury that happened over the 2008 housing crisis, where they were lending money to people that couldn't afford it. Let me tell you something. If you drive a taxi, you can't afford $1 million loan. What's happening is these lenders, and we're talking like Capital One and Melrose Bank, they were offering these crazy terms to get these people locked into these loans that they absolutely could not afford. And they're inflating the values to be able to give these people loans. So once they get into these loans, they then can't even afford to eat. And then along comes Uber that is not required to have medallions. And so what happens to the value of a medallion? Almost overnight, it goes from being worth $1 million to being worth 600,000 to being worth 200,000. And by 2019, they did an auction of 16 of those medallions. 3 of them sold for about $137,000, and 13 of them didn't even get a bid. Now these people not only are in massive debt, but they're in massive debt over an asset that has no value.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens? They start foreclosing left and right. Well, if they foreclose, you're out of business. Like you've lost your career, and you could have your house tied up to it. You could have tied up to these loans. So it may not just be losing your cab. You could lose your home. And the cab unions are saying, look, this is ridiculous because the lenders and the city are engaging in predatory behavior. They're the ones who artificially inflated the value of those medallions, first by restricting them. So, Mom, there's 50,000 drivers in New York City, cab drivers, and there's There's like 13,000 medallions allowed. The city is taking no action. The drivers are asking the city to do something to protect them, like cap the amount of a medallion, cap the amount that a lender can put there, cap the amount of interest rates. At this point, help bail them out, because so somebody can have a job as a freaking cab driver. Come on. It got so bad that in 2021, the cab drivers staged a hunger strike. They are desperate after 10 years of fighting the city to do something to stop it. But the city liked the inflated values too, because the city has tons of these medallions that they still own and control. So it behooves them for their books to have the highest valuation. Even though it was hurting the people, it was helping the city. So the city didn't care. So these drivers stage a hunger strike. And the point of their hunger strike is, look, we cannot even afford groceries. That's how bad this medallion situation has gotten. At that time, in 2021, Mamdani was a 29-year-old assemblyman. So he was part of the legislature, but he couldn't get them to do anything either. So he actually went out on the steps of the Capitol and engaged in the hunger strike himself. And he did not eat anything for 2 weeks. Wow. And 2 weeks later, the city did something about it. They capped the amount of a license at $170,000, restructured the loans that these cab drivers had, some of them in the, many, many hundreds of thousands. The city gave grants up to $30,000 to help some of these drivers. They capped the payments at $1,100 a month. So they actually, at the end of that 2 weeks, they took action. And so he basically is credited by the cab drivers with saving their livelihood. Where the hell did this guy come from? So I wanted to find out, like, what kind of put him on the map politically.
And there you have it. Who remember that era of the taxi cab drivers and the medallions? Y'all remember that? What a big scam that was. So Mamdani stepped in and helped. Okay? That's how his political career got started, because years it was going on and on and on. And nobody could come to their rescue. They literally staged a hunger strike. What are y'all doing? Hold up. What are y'all doing? I gotta ask that question. And I'm asking it for good reason. I'm not asking it trying to be funny or play around with you. These people are getting their results. I'm going to repeat. These people are getting their results. Why aren't you? Huh? Why aren't you getting your results? Why is things not going good for you? And then you wonder when these people rise up and they're like, how could you possibly vote for them? How he actually helped and worked for the little man. That's how they get you. That's how socialism / communism, because it's a very thin line, comes into play. The people have to be suffering. Y'all ain't hear me. The people, what did Hitler do? You know why he was able to rise to power in Germany? Because the people was suffering. They couldn't eat. That's a whole nother story. This is going to be the new age of turn up. And there's always shadowy figures behind the scenes helping, pulling, tugging, creating, building up these individuals. And the same thing is happening now with Mamdani. Excuse me. Y'all get it? Do y'all? Y'all understand? All right, let me move on. Hold on, let me see if I get this stuff fixed. I got to fix this. Oh, well. We're going to keep it regular. So, now that we have that understanding where he comes from, let's look at some of the policies. Now, if you're a person that is a capitalist, you could capitalize on this situation. There is a saying, when life gives you lemons, you do what? Make lemonade. Wrong. When life gives you lemons, what do? You make a scarcity of the lemons, rising the value, an artificial scarcity. Then what you do? You get all these entertainers, the singers, the movie stars, the TV show people, the reality show people to talk about lemon. Then you trick mostly the women into thinking lemons are the best thing. In order for the guy to show his love for you, he don't give you flowers, he bring you lemons. Also rising up the value. Then what you do after that? Then you try to make your own strain of lemons. Go look at the Netflix series. I think it's The Fall of the House of Usher, something like that. I can't remember offhand. But when he broke that down to the dude, it was crazy. They are backing and inflating these individuals for you. And you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Before you know it, you're done. So let's continue on. Now, all this anti-Semitic talk that's going on. Oh, Mamdani this, Mamdani that. Have you noticed you got the regular, I don't want to say regular, you got the Jewish people, the Hasidim, then you got the Zionists. In case you don't know, both sides don't like each other. This is a catch-22. I want to explain this, right? Not to offend, because it's nothing to offend, but I want to explain this right, so it's so difficult. Mamdani's playing both sides of the fence because he's being funded and orchestrated by Zionists, but yet the way how he's ushering the Zionist, the power structure of those billionaires that's up in rank to the Hasidim Jews and everybody else in New York City, it's looking like a good thing. And that's how they get you with the 15-minute cities, by pushing everything for free. And everything will be in your neighborhood, the doctor, the free supermarkets, everything, right? But check, so check it. And no, this is not AI.
Are you a Jew for Zohran?
I'm a Jew to serve God, and therefore we're elated that he won. We congratulate Mr. Zohran because he took a courageous stance against the occupation in Palestine. We as Jews, because we are Jews, we cry and hurt with the people of Gaza and Palestine, and we were very worried for him because he was being accused of that anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitism is occupation, is what's being done to the people in Gaza. He is not an anti-Semite. He's pro-Jews. He's friends to the Jews. And thank God, God bless, that he won the elections. And now, as we say in our message,
gosh dang! Woo! Oh, New York City is about to be lit. It's about to be turn up time. All right? Y'all don't know what's about to happen. Homeboy rocking everybody to sleep. Lullaby baby on the treetop. It's a wrap. What could you say when you got a strong Jewish community backing you? They say, kill that noise. La, 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 la. Don't want to hear it. He's not an anti-Semite. Homeboy said, thank God Mamdani won. He said it, not me. He said it, not me. All right? Look at his sign. Congratulations, New York City. Zohran Mamdani. Look at what the sign say. 0% AIPAC funding. Y'all know who that is? Do y'all forget? The ones who's funding all the politicians? The PAC that's funding all the politicians? Here he is. Here it is, in case y'all don't know. See, let me show y'all in real time. Hold on. I don't even want to read all that. Let's just jump the gun. APAC! Biages. Alright? They are tight right now. Because they don't have him in the bag the way they want him in the bag. Benjamin Netanyahu get to go to the Pentagon, all kinds of, you see all the different, you saw your man Hakeem, they showing you their roster. Look, House Speaker, they show Donald Trump. Now, it's iffy with them and Donald Trump because they're like, yo, he playing ball, but he playing dirty ball. We need him to do what we want him to do, but it ain't going as planned as how they really want it. So Zohran Mamdani now is the mayor of New York City. All right. In 2 more months, he's going to take over. And they're not able to lobby this man. But who else do we have backing him? The Jewish community. I'm confused. I thought they said this guy was an anti-Semite.
Congratulations. May he govern with success and please God with his great work. We will live together in peace because we don't have a conflict of religion. When anybody tries to speak up against the injustice in Palestine, they accuse them of being anti-Semitic or self-hating Jews. But invariably, in Jerusalem, in New York, the very large religious communities who are true to the religion, we oppose the occupation of Palestine. We cry with the people of Gaza, and we are very...
Now, if you're not from New York City, you won't understand. If you don't talk to them, you won't understand. Look, Shahid. Oh, it's got to get lit. Shahid Mustafa says Jews supporting a Muslim is diabolical. Is it? Did y'all forget during the pandemic when I showed you the Hasidim Jews, the Hasidim Jewish community was teamed up with the Palestine community and they were fighting the Zionist community in the streets? Who remember when I did that interview? All right, right there in on Atlantic, okay, around where the not far down from the Barclays Center. All right, there was right there at Atlantic Mall holding a big protest. I've been seeing this coming. This ain't nothing new. Oh, the turn up is gonna be real. Remember this term, they're about to paint the town red. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. Remember that term.
Elated with the new mayor.
I could not be more excited. I'm one of thousands of Jews for Zohran that rejected the politics of hate and division and decided that the New York that we love is a city of solidarity where we take care of each other, we thrive together, and we build an affordable city together. And 1 million New Yorkers agreed.
I know y'all haven't been seeing that. Thank you, Shahid. Shahid said, I remember that. Who else remember that? It's on the chat. I could try to do a search. It might not even come up, but it's there. You could just scroll down. It's there. So what are y'all talking about? This man is ready to usher in the 15-minute cities. That's part of his policy. But wait, there's more. So I'm going to do this for you in real time. This is why everybody's freaking out. And rightfully so. Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani. Oh, come on. Why is this stuff that going? Y'all heard what she said, right? New York City is about to be lit. Hold on. I'm doing it all for you in real time. All right. Heir to billionaire Soros' fortune, cheers Mamdani elect. He gave $30-something million to Mamdani, in case you don't know. Look. Remember I showed y'all this? That's George Soros' son. He's the one running the show behind the scenes now. This is his demonic father, George Soros. Mind you, these are Jewish people / Zionists. They paint both sides of the fence. They're the ones that have been funding his campaign. Hardcore. This, in case y'all don't know, this is the guy that topples nations. Hold on.
Bigger wins. So how do we spread the word? I got it. We boost them.
This is the guy that's known for toppling nations politically. Remember, this was the same one that said Donald Trump is a threat. And he was urging AIPAC, all right, the same community, them, to go against Donald Trump. But they said, listen, we got to try to work with him, then against him. So now that Trump played ball a little, but remember, they wanted to take over where? Palestine. And Trump said, nah, U.S. going to go up into there. And we're going to take control of it. You saw Netanyahu looked at him. Oh, shout. Yo, I know he ain't just say that. And then Netanyahu just chuckled it off. Right? So, let's go back to this guy. George Soros. Right? Everything in real time for you. Now, George Soros is big on the 15-minute cities. Where is it? Where he took... There it is. George Soros funding funneled $37 million to left wing. This is on Facebook. To hell with Facebook. George Soros quietly gave $37 million to groups backing Mamdani's New York City mayoral bid. Now, the limit for like money to raise or whatever it's supposed to be about $8 million. That don't mean if money's still coming in, you ain't gonna still have money. That's why Mamdani came out and said, yo, y'all don't gotta give money no more. We good. We good over here. That's so New York. Homeboy say, yo, we good. Now that he won, he say, all right, y'all can start donating something again. But we know where the real money is coming in. So-called, quote-unquote, billionaire philanthropist George Soros and his piece of crap son, Alex Soros. Am I connecting the dots for y'all? Are y'all getting this? Are y'all understanding what's really going on? Let's look at his top contributors. See, this is how you stalk them and see what they're doing. Zohran Mamdani, New York Assembly, Democrat. Now showing data for 2022. Contributors in 2022, 41,157 thousand, right? And then as you go here, you see who was this top contributors in 2022. Organization number one gave $31,478,000. Organization unavailable for these records. Really. 2,500. Professional Staff Congress. American Nursing Assistants 2,000. DH Care NYC LLC gave 2,000. CUNY gave 1,000. And the list goes on and on. But the point is, oh, wait. This is good. New York State Assembly District Office Accounting Dep gave $10. Now you're like, wait a minute. How is this happening? But we'll never mind that. Pay attention to this number right here. Why is this organization unavailable for these records? Why? Zohran Mamdani, remember, Assembly. Remember, he's New York Assembly. Let's see what we're going to pull in. Manzami, Zohran, Kwame Mamdani. I'm saying Mamdani. Mamdani has raised 100. Okay, let's see this one. Let's see this. Let's see what this is going to bring us. This is how y'all do some research. Well, what do you know? In 2024, look how much money raised again. 122,000, a little over 122K, right? Once again, $95,496. Wait a minute. Organization unavailable for these records. Zohran for Assembly, they gave themselves 15, over 15,000. And I could go on and on and on and on. And then you see it shows here. The point in the matter is, people, you see I'm doing this for you in real time. Nobody going to say I'm lying on this man. Nobody's going to say I don't know what I'm talking about. It's all here for you to see. So I pull up the results for you. All right, let's move on. So with the 15-minute cities, right? Damn, there is. I know I had a video to show y'all, but it'll come up. Let me go back to the rest of this stuff. Let's get this APAC stuff out of here. Watch this now. Y'all can't say y'all ain't know.
The line wraps around the building. 800 off-duty New York City police officers waiting outside Anton's catering hall in Queens Village to go inside to a meeting about retirement benefits.
We have significantly more retirees than active members.
This session filled up so quickly, another one is planned for another 800 cops next month.
There's a level of disrespect out in the street in regards to police officers, like people yell things at you, and whereas before, people will say, thank you for being here, thank you for protecting us.
This NYPD officer has been on the beat in Queens for 19 years, and he may retire next year.
I think what would help would be an increase in the manpower.
The spike in NYPD officers quitting or retiring as soon as they are eligible started in 2020. Cops leaving in record numbers following the Defund the Police movement and protests about police brutality in the wake of George Floyd's death.
This crowd is proof what's on the minds of New York City police officers is to exit the NYPD.
PBA President Patrick Henry says the anti-police sentiment coupled with bail reform laws makes it hard to retain veteran cops.
We're losing our veteran police officers who are out in the streets every day, risking their lives to protect New Yorkers.
He'd like to see laws changed in Albany to create better funded pensions and incentives to keep seasoned officers on the force for 5 or 10 years longer.
One of the main reasons our police officers are leaving at 20 years because there's no incentive to stay past 20 years. Financially, it doesn't make
I will not defund the police. I will work with the police because I believe the police have a critical role to play in creating public service, public safety.
Let's go to the videotape.
Mamdani called to defund the police in 2020 and said that the NYPD was, quote, racist, anti-queer, and a major threat to public safety.
I would say is when we cut $3 billion or however much we can get cut, whether it's more, I'm not running to defund the police.
So the relationship between NYC.
All right, we can stop there. So I think just so you can understand the concept now. Now, of course, he contradicts himself. Like, yo, you gotta win. Y'all gonna learn to respect the jokes. Oh, he a New Yorker, all right. Y'all gonna learn to respect the jokes. Now I'm gonna put one more up for y'all again. All right. Let me post it so y'all can see it. Look at how the 15-minute cities is about to become in effect. I need y'all to hear this carefully. Listen to what he say, please. See, I'm showing y'all videos, pulling out records for y'all. I don't want nobody to say I'm lying. Remember, I still got to tell you how the crypto is going to be involved in this. Oh, because it's going to be involved. Wait a minute. Let me see. Anybody in the comments? Somebody in the comments saying something? And don't think this ain't coming. Oh, you might think you live in the next state. Oh, this don't affect me. Yeah, y'all better be scared, because this is the new era of politics of the Democratic Party. They was fighting so much against Trump, they got hijacked. Trust me, none of them even like that this is going on. The majority of them don't like that this is going on. Bernie Sanders, AOC, and the crew, they do.
Starting on day one, we will expand the city's special enforcement programs, doubling fines for hazardous violations and tripling them for conditions that are immediately dangerous. And when a really bad landlord, like this guy, refuses to fix it, the city's going to step in, make the repairs, and send them the bill.
Watch next.
If that doesn't work, the city's taking over the building. We're putting the worst landlords out of business.
He says, we're going to...
All right. Oh, no. We're going to take over the buildings if that don't work. That's communism 101. How just because they wrong, they gotta fix this stuff, but you gonna take their buildings? Word? That's what we doing now. But you see, that I get tired of doing these live streams because people don't get it. The 15-minute cities are coming. Y'all in Florida, the fact that y'all allow them to put a jail in, watch this, in a fancy ass area in Florida. I think it's in Miami too. Hold on. Jail in city Miami, Florida. Miami has several jails, including Miami-Dade County Jail, like the Turner Groves. Let me just skip. I want to show y'all. Look at that. How they putting these jails in the middle of the cities. This is the first step to 15-minute cities. That's why they're building the jails downtown Brooklyn. Right here in New York. If anywhere you live and they're looking to build up a jail right in your city, and more so the downtown area, the shopping area, where people could get it lit, as they say, you are in trouble. I repeat, if they are building and putting a jail in your area, right in the heart of the city, you are in trouble. That is for when your ass act up. It's not going to take long to send your ass to jail and lock you down. Judge, jury, execution, everything happen in the same spot. And it'll only take 15 minutes. Now, I'm about to show y'all something else. Bear with me. Everything I'm doing for you in real time. Check this out. Should have posted this video before, but I didn't want to post it earlier than now. Watch who's against Mamdani. Let's see who's against him. What does this say? Muslims against Mamdani. Oh, this ought to get interesting.
We are Muslims against Mamdani.
Ask us why.
Why are you against Mamdani?
First of all, do you know that Mamdani is supporting decriminalization of prostitution?
No, we don't want that.
No, we don't. Which is an NYC law that prostitution is not allowed.
Yeah.
And we are against it because every single religion of the world against prostitution creates morality issues. It brings a lot of disease. Do you want that?
No.
No.
That shouldn't be happening at all.
When there is prostitution, there is a human trafficking.
I had no idea.
When there's a human trafficking, there's a drug trafficking. Can you imagine what he's doing?
Honestly, I don't agree with that. What made you want to do this type of thing?
Because he's Muslim and we are Muslim and we are saying you're doing a wrong thing. It's against the law, it's against the faith. And he's defunding the police.
So I heard.
So you're from New York, right?
Yeah.
As you know how much crime is going on. Yeah. Imagine if you have less police, do you feel safe at that time?
I don't think so.
Police working very bravely, very tirelessly for our community to keep us safe. No need to give the salary to police. Why? There will be no jail. There will be no police. You just imagine.
I actually love your point because I didn't know that.
You can't give somebody like
You guys don't support him. He's not Muslim. Right. He does not. He's self-proclaimed Hindu. Whenever he goes to a mosque, he says, I'm a Muslim. Whenever he goes to a mandir, Hindu mandir, he says, my mother was Hindu. He is misleading people. Just want to get the vote.
Yo, respect the jokes. Respect the jokes. I don't care what y'all say. Even the Muslims know what time it is. They're like, hey, yo, this man not even really Muslim like that. When he, at one point, he go into a mosque, he Muslim. Then he go to the next spot, he Hindu. Which one is it? Homeboy, respect the jokes. Put some respect on Mamdani's name. This is Mamdani season. The reign of Zohran will be supreme. Y'all don't get it? It's too late. It's over. Out of here. He's in. And y'all better start making the best of it. If you're into capitalism, because this is how you're going to achieve now by knowing the crypto, knowing when to invest in the real estate market. Because all this they creating with the crime that's about to happen. Let me play the video. Oh my gosh. Oh, legalized prostitution. Oh, Mamdani been pushing for legalized prostitution. It's a wrap. Yeah. Yo, guard y'all children. Because that is where the rise of trafficking takes place. In human trafficking, out of the whole of the world, where is the biggest human trafficking taking place? I'm going to give y'all a hint where it's not. Because I know the first place people going to say the Middle East. Or some of y'all probably watch the movie Taken and think it's Russia or Germany somewhere over there. Where people, I'm talking to y'all. Please type in. Where is the main place on the planet? What country has the biggest human trafficking on the planet? Which country on this planet is fueling and running human trafficking? I see somebody put, they say Atlanta. Somebody else put, I was going to say Atlanta. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to break down the city, but since you say Atlanta, and we know Atlanta is in America. Yes, America. No, not Romania. It's America. The biggest spot for human trafficking in the on this planet Earth right now is the United States of America. Those are not my numbers. Those are ICE numbers. And those numbers, they've been put those out. Those are the numbers of these people right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Let me get it. Hold on. There we go. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Those are their numbers. It ain't mine. Y'all never seen the movie called Traffic? I've been told y'all this. They got Traffic, the movie, and then they got Traffic, the miniseries. Real time. This is a sidebar. Y'all need to know this. Oh, come on. Came out in 2000. This movie is fire. Right? You got a lot of big names. But let me show you one that's way more fire than this. Traffic. The mini series. You see this one right here, right here? You see this boy right here, right here? They go deeper into the drug trafficking, deeper into the human trafficking, and deeper into the weapons trafficking, the biological and nuclear trafficking. Oh, y'all don't get it. This came out 2004. If you haven't seen this, watch this. Watch the movie, then watch the miniseries. They based the movie off of factual data. So when you have legalized prostitution, what comes along with that? Huh? Human trafficking. But what the hell do I know?
He lies about everything. Yes, it's all that propaganda. You see what I'm saying? They want to get the people riled up. He's an American who hides behind the concept of a religion. Yeah, right. He's using it, everything. He's the wrong person to be a mayor of this great city.
He can say many things, but actuality, he will not be able to establish fair policy.
If you're against Mamdani, then who are you with?
I am voting for Como. Como is all right, mayor.
I think we're on the same page.
You guys being out here is really cool because I got to learn from people that are older, people that have more wisdom. So it's like I really respect and I really honor what you're doing.
It was great meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so What do you think? That Mamdani should be the mayor?
I don't think so.
I'm not his fan.
Should they vote Mamdani or Como?
Como.
Yeah, this is a great ad. But no, don't vote. Just don't vote.
We are Muslims.
and this is how crazy it is. They saying the best one is Cuomo. Cuomo ain't no better. He was in the pocket of who? Who was Cuomo in the pocket of? We're going to run it back. I ain't going to say it. I'm just going to show it. Matter of fact, let's put Cuomo. AIPAC Cuomo donation. Andrew Cuomo received significant donations from various sources, including from individuals and large super PACs during his 2025 mayoral campaign, some of which were tied to pro-Israel advocacy, like those from the Solidarity PAC, while a direct donation from AIPAC, AIPAC, they're known as AIPAC, to Cuomo's campaign is not explicitly detailed. Really? The campaign's super PACs received large contributions from wealthy donors who also support pro-Israel causes. For example, Bill Ackman, a donor and pro-Israel causes, gave to Cuomo campaign, and the pro-Israel group Solidarity PAC had donate who also contributed to Cuomo's campaign. No New York focus. Stop playing with me. Okay? Okay? Listen to this. Listen to the bullshit. Listen how they pull the wool or the blanket or put the veil over your eyes. This is why I do everything in real time for you, so y'all won't say I'm lying, so I could break it down for you. All of these people are down with the 15-minute cities. Let's read this one right here. Right? AIPAC's role. While AIPAC itself did not donate to Cuomo's campaign, listen to this now. While AIPAC itself did not donate to Cuomo's campaign, the organization's supporters did contribute to the super PACs and individual campaigns that support Cuomo. Yo, stop. Yo. Hey, yo. Yo. Hey, yo. Stop playing with me. Are you stupid or are you stupid? Huh? What? I'm going to read that one more time, because maybe that went over all y'all heads. Maybe y'all didn't catch it. Maybe it didn't make sense. I'm going to read it one more again. Anybody, did anybody catch that? Please don't tell me, oh my gosh. Please, I'm not the only one here with common sense. Please. We're going to read this again. From the top. AIPAC's role, right? AIPAC's role. Let's go. We're going to take it slow. Bear with me. AIPAC's role. While AIPAC itself did not donate to Cuomo's campaign, the organization's supporters did contribute to the super PACs and individual campaigns that support Cuomo. APAC. We not getting APAC money. We getting APAC money, not Arab money. We getting APAC money. We getting APAC money. Shalom. Lester said, we heard you the first time. They believe we are all dumb. Clearly, APAC supported him through their supporters. Yo, you can't make this stuff up. All right? Group members donated individually to evade being caught. Yo. All right. Let's go deeper into the 15-minute cities. So, one of his agenda is to push for the 15-minute cities. And he gave you an example on how he's going to do that. Lisa 8884 says, you cooking, bro. Am I cooking? Chat. Am I cooking, chat? Tell me I'm not the sauce. Never mind my hair looking all crazy. I'm looking all rugged. Tell me I'm not the sauce. Can I get some fire emojis? Can I get some fire emojis? I ain't even gave y'all dessert yet. Hell, you still on the appetizers. All right. Spicy food you cooking. Bro, is this one? Brother Joel, can't wait till you bring it to a crypto boil. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the crypto side is coming. Where am I at? I'm on the 57-minute mark. We still cooking. We still cooking. We still cooking. Hold on. So now, if you type in 15-minute cities, Agenda 2030, you're going to learn the 15-minute city is an urban plan concept where residents can access daily necessities like work, shops, and recreation within a 15-minute walk or bike ride, often aligned with the United Nations Substantial Development Goal 11, and seen as a way to achieve a city's Agenda 2030's goal. Notice all in real time. Don't want nobody say, oh, you lying, you capping. Look, purpose on the planet, the roadmap for a sustainable future. You're going to hear about a lot of saving the environment, yada, yada, yada. You're going to hear a lot about that. See, I'm just showing you. When you get a chance, y'all go to the website, you look through it. I'm just showing you, right? Now, so you see that it's real. United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 11. So now you know I'm not making it up. See it right there, United Nations, right? Now, let's go back. Where we at? Is it here? There we go. United Nations, straight to their website. They hooked up with these people right here. Where are they? You see this color, this rainbow circle? Remember, I broke this down for y'all before. Up to 3 billion people struggle to afford housing. 1.12 billion live in slums or informal settlements lacking basic services. The SEG, like you'll see this symbol. Where is it? Hold on. Where's the damn rainbow symbol? You'll see this. SDG. Bill Gates is big time part of this. All right. Just so y'all know. Yeah, it always tying into Bill Gates. So you see the United Nations. All right. So y'all don't say I'm fudding, I'm fear-mongering or nothing. Right. Let's get out of here. 15-minute cities, WEF. The World Economic Forum support the 15-minute city concept as a strategy for urban plan, climate action, and improving quality of life. There's supposed to be a video. Here we go. Directly from the World Economic Forum. So y'all can't say I'm lying. Once again. And your boy George and Alex Soros is down with this. Also Mamdani. All right. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. Oh, you don't want to play now? What's going on? Let me refresh this. They don't want y'all to get that work, chat. They don't want y'all to get that work. I want to skip to a certain section.
We've achieved by chance. In fact, 3 decades ago, we were described as a moribund city in a rust bucket state. Since then, we've been very...
In case you don't know, the 15-minute cities is going hard in China and Australia. The next step it's starting to go hard is in Canada. The main goal is to get it done fully in America. You lock down Canada and America, the rest of the planet will fall in line. Listen.
Thoughtful and deliberate about the way that we design our city spaces to drive aspirational economic, social, and environmental outcomes for our community.
There it goes again, that keyword they keep singing in your ears, environmental.
There are a number of very intentional factors that contribute to this. We are devotees of mixed-use communities and planning schemes that support the co-location of work, live and play, and that underpins our 20-minute city. We do prioritise active and public transport infrastructure so that people can easily walk or catch public transport to the services they need to work and, of course, to recreation.
And this is Sally Cap, Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Australia. Okay? Yeah, okay.
And we note that about 90% of the trips done around our CBD are done by foot.
Did y'all catch that? I'm going to rewind it again. Listen.
Active and public transport infrastructure so that people can easily walk or catch public transport to the services they need to work and, of course, to recreation. And we note that about 90% of the trips done around our CBD are done by foot.
Our CBD is done by foot. They're dealing with also central bank digital currencies. They're going to lock y'all down with the crypto. But let's move on.
Cherish unique local character and really do our best.
With the central bank digital currency, they know where you go. They know where you spend it at. They know how you spend it. They know how much you're buying. They know how little you're buying. They know you're saving. Matter of fact, if you wanna have, you're not gonna use your CBDC, let's say for 2 months. and you ain't use it. Let's say you got $200, $100 every month. Now you got $200. Oh, sucker! You think you saving? Or you one of them saving ass Negroes? All right, third month you don't use it. If you have it consecutively back to back, right? It expires, and we're gonna reset your shit. You're not saving nothing. You will own nothing and be happy. Stupid.
To make sure that we've promoted local economies and support them to flourish. We foster opportunities for people of all ages, backgrounds and abilities to be able to connect and engage, which is one of the reasons why we're renowned as a festival and event city as well. And we like to plot adaptability and sustainability into every decision we make so that our city and our people are ready to meet current and future challenges. We remain committed, Carlo, to measuring ourselves against the global standards, and we were the first city in Australia to pledge to report our progress against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
All right, that's enough. Just to give you a little taste of what's going on. All right, just to give you a little taste of what's going on. So when y'all get a chance, y'all watch this video. All right, let me pull up the panel just so y'all can see. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to get it. There we go. So you see, they were all breaking this down. This is what's going on right underneath y'all nose. All right? I think this was done in 2021. They've been rolling this out during the pandemic on y'all asses. And y'all had no idea. Now, remember when Eric Adams? Yeah. Watch. Let me see if I could show this. Hold on. Bear with me. And it's funny. When you start really digging deep and looking and searching, it's funny how they don't want y'all to get this information. You know how hard sometimes you got to dig for some of this? Look, and you know I'm over my hour already. Mayor Adams lay out ambition agenda to make New York City best place to raise a family in fourth state of the city address, January 9th, 2025. In this address, this is where he creeped in about the 15-minute city agenda. My thing is, Eric Adams started switching up. And as he started switching up, that's why they said, oh, we got to get you out of here. Remember when he was looking to go talk with Bush? They said, oh, you think we playing? Not Bush. Sleepy Joe Biden. They said, oh, nah, you think we playing? Investigation. Because he didn't like the direction New York was headed, because they played him. They used him like a pawn. He did not see it coming. He ain't see it coming. A guide to 15-minute cities. Why are they so controversial? That's University of the Built Environment. Let's see. Honorable acknowledgement. Let's not forget C40. They are ones that's pushing these 15 minutes cities hard. Remember, I showed y'all all this already, but I got to do a recap, because their thing is, oh, you're going to live for free. Everybody's saying, how is Mamdani's going to do it? How is he going to do it? Free rent, free this. It's called 15-minute cities, stupid. I only been telling you this shit since 2019. Excuse my language. Let me calm down. I'm getting too hype. Let me calm down. And then y'all gonna get mad at me and call me a coon or call me a capitalist because I'm taking advantage of y'all stupidity, not getting aboard and see what's going on and how they looking to implement this in every city, every state, every country. Don't believe me? All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Hold on. Watch this. I got you. Nah, let's keep it big like this. I got this. 15-minute cities. New York. All right. Oh, let me read this for you just so you see. While New York City doesn't have a single 15-minute city, the concept is being applied in specific developments and is discussed as a way to improve city living through creative, walkable, accessible neighborhoods. New York City has neighborhoods that already meet the criteria, such as Washington Square Park and downtown Brooklyn, while other areas like Inwood have good access, but with more limitations. So, remember I told y'all the jails, right? New York City. And they want to make sure they put one in every borough. They got one in Manhattan in the Chinatown area. The downtown Brooklyn jail is the Brooklyn Borough-based jail facility, a new facility being constructed at the site of the old Brooklyn Detention Center at 275 Atlantic Avenue, which is located in Boerum Hill. This new jail is part of a plan to replace Rikers Island Jail Complex with borough-based facilities. Remember, Trump is beefing with Mamdani right now because they're looking to close down, he's looking to close down Rikers Island. They want the 15-minute cities. Zohran. Mamdani, Rikers Island. Zohran has been critical of Rikers Island and has a platform that aligns with closing it. Has stated his commitment to the city's plan to close Rikers Island by 2027. When are they planning to full swing the 15-minute cities? By 2030. So they want to close down Rikers Island, the jail. And mind you, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Oh, it's so much to break down for you. Where I'm at the hour, about to be at the hour 15-minute mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm at the hour and 15-minute mark. Y'all even want me to continue? Y'all want me to go on? Let me know. Put it down in the comment, and I'll just hit y'all the next one. I ain't got to give y'all all right now. But those same prisoners, they're going to use to crack down and enforce on your ass. I said it. I said, who don't like it? Who mad? Who mad? Who mad? Because it's the truth. All right? Y'all don't know that? They're going to use those same prisoners to crack down on your ass. All right? Like I said, they're going to paint the town red. Let me see. Let me pull up what I mean by that. All right? Let's look at satellite imaging. Hold on, bear with me. Let me pull this up. I'm going to do this for you in real time. Oh, what that? Chef in the kitchen. Keep cooking. Exposure. All right. All right. We got the fires with the chef. Y'all want me to still cook? Okay, keep going. All right. All right. Only because y'all said so. Only because y'all said so. Okay, yeah, let me see. Yes, 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 yep, yes. Keep cooking. All right, all right. I'm gonna give y'all that work. I'm gonna give y'all that work. Because y'all don't know. Why you think Trump and all of them is losing their shiznicks? Satan's kingdom is divided. Hell, civil war might be sooner than we think. You hungry? I got you. I got you. Check this out. So now that we know Rikers Island, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Anybody who ain't going to get down, going to have to lay down. Watch this. This is recent. Notice Trump is talking on this and engaging on this right now. And I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, people are dying. It's out of hand, but just listen. Where is it? Where is it? I want to show you. Why are they blocking it out? They doing too much. They showing it, but they got this in all black. Okay, there we go. This one is more feasible for you to see. This is satellite imaging. You see this dark area that look like smoke, right? That's not smoke. That's blood. That's Sudan right now. And why Trump is saying, oh, they're killing Christians and we got to put a stop to it. They're also killing the black people there too. But the two factions that are dying, in case you don't know, let me give you the breakdown. They lug everybody up into like a 15-minute city style. This is the groundwork. See, although Trump is getting funded, Trump is not with the 15-minute cities. That's why Trump don't want Rikers to close down, because they know once they implement the 15-minute cities. But then you got the people behind the scenes, both sides that's fighting against each other, but they want the 15-minute cities. Both of them want to have control over you and the 15-minute cities. So they want to lock you down. Okay? But here is where the fight and the problem lies. Because if they do that, then how are they going to properly win? So it's both sides. Now the both sides going at it. The Rapid Support Force, known as the RSF, is fighting against the government, who've been funding them for years to go out and eradicate Black people and Christians. So Trump now is not effing with both sides. He wants both sides gone, because all that is going to do is bring them into America. It's going to make them stronger. And then they're going to implement the process here in America. This is already part of the plan. But in order for this to fully work, you need the 15-minute cities. So both sides is beefing with each other. Mind you, the government was hiring the RSF to go eradicate Blacks and Christians. Their main goals was to get rid of the Christians. Okay? So they created the 15-minute cities for them, which was really slaughtering pens. But now the Sudan government and the RSF, the Rapid Support Forces, is now beefing, because the RSF is like, yo, F you, Sudan government. We're bigger than you. We're stronger than you. We have more weapons than you. We're more ruthless than you. We don't need to take orders and listen to you. Hell, you can't even pay us right no more. We're taking over this. Y'all didn't know that, right? All this is tied into the 15-minute cities. Look at this. October 26, 2025, the RSF paramilitary group took over El Fajr, the last stronghold of the Sudanese army in Darfur. This is not smoke. I want to be clear again. This is blood. You're able to see them paint the town red from outer space. Monitoring group says the RSF has killed at least 1,500 people, many in mass killings. It's more than that, by the way. Way, way more. So with the 15-minute cities, all those who don't get in line, you will be wiped out and eradicated. That's simple. All right? And this is not the only spot where they showed satellite images where it's looking like this. Some of the image I dare not even show you on this live stream. I am not fear-mongering. Everything I done said came to pass. Now, when you got cryptos, let me show you some of the cryptos that's going to be used to push and fuel this agenda. Believe it or not, Bitcoin. I'm going down the list. I'm showing you. Ethereum. Tether is going to be a major player, because with Tether pumping in money into Bitcoin, inflating the Bitcoin price, not money, putting in Tether dollars, because it's really not one-to-one. It's really not one-to-one. But they're going to pump it into the system, a little in Ethereum, but mostly into Bitcoin. Then what Tether does is turn around and buy up land, resources, and assets and bonds. Let's see. Yes, Tether owns a significant amount of bonds, primarily U.S. Treasury bills, which is known as T-bills. As of late October 2025, Tether is holding U.S. government debt amounted to approximately 135 billion, making it the 17th largest holders of American debt globally, ahead of any sovereign nation like South Korea and Germany. Yo, do y'all get it? And this is a stable coin. So now, Tether is considered too big to fail, but it's only a matter of time before the rug get pulled. Don't forget, they also got Tether Gold. Let's look at this article right here. Tether is gold hungry. Besides U.S. Treasury, Tether is also an investor in gold. Y'all wonder why some of the gold prices was going up? Sidebar. When writing and looking at their monetary, what's this? Attestations, all these big words, last released on September 30th, the stablecoin issuer holds nearly 13 billion of gold, representing roughly 7.1% of its reserves. If Tether continues to buy more gold, it may also raise in the rankings as one of the largest gold holders, surpassing some sovereign nations. Part of this stash goes towards backing XAUT, its gold-backed tokens. I don't even need to read the rest of this. I just sidebarred just to show you how this is all connected. Let me see. Tether buying land. And this is why they in cahoots with Trump, because Trump is also using Tether to fuel and big up the system because they're not regulatory compliant, especially with these bills that's being passed, but yet they still got Tether there. Mind you, they also a big owner in Rumble. So Tether buying land in New York. When you put this in, you're going to see it says there is no evidence that Tether is buying land in New York. In fact, the company is currently banned from operating in New York State as a result of a 2021 settlement with the New York Attorney General's office over past illegal trading activities and misrepresentation about its reserves. So Tether been lying about the reserve. So, okay, they say Tether is not buying land in New York City. But what Tether is doing, they own companies, and the companies they own is buying the land in New York City, which is making the forefront to the 15-minute cities. And Tether is buying land up all across the world. Y'all don't gotta believe me. This is Reuters, by the way. Why crypto giant Tether bought a South American farming company. I don't need to read the rest of this article. I do not need to read the rest of this article. Okay? I don't. But let's go in just a little bit. But the title says it all. Tether looking to boost use of its stablecoin in commodities trading, tokenization of agriculture commodities like sugar or corn, a potential option. Company to use biomass generated electricity to power Bitcoin mining. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Crypto powerhouse Tether, the world's largest digital asset company, in leveraging its recent acquisition of a South American agriculture firm to make a strategic play for the multi-trillion-dollar-a-year global commodity trade. The company aimed to embed its stablecoin, a digital currency pegged to the US dollar, quote unquote, so-called pegged to the US dollar, that's traded in crypto exchanges into the core of markets where raw materials are bought and sold. We're dealing with real world assets now, right? Now they're getting into the GDP, gross domestic produces, right? Processing to / cross-border payments cost and times from days to seconds. The Week in Breaking View newsletter offers insight and ideas from Reuters Global Financial commodity team. New York listed a break code AGRO.N, I think that's the ticker symbol, a company that produces dairy in Argentina, rice in Uruguay, probably jack that up, and sugar and ethanol in Brazil, among other produce. Agreed in April to sell 70% of its shares to Tether in a deal valued at around $600 million, which is pretty cheap. Okay? It is another sign that the quickly expanding crypto industry is moving into brick and mortar businesses and broadening investments in physical assets. The crypto industry is increasingly focused on bridging digital finance with tangible assets, says Joe Stickel, Chief Executive, Cryptex Finance, a company that create indexes that mirror cryptocurrencies market cap. Y'all don't get it. All in real time, I'm doing it for you. So they're going to use this company right here to work their way into New York. They already have. Okay? They are part of this 15-minute city agenda. Let's see here. I'm trying to find that article. Hold on, bear with me. I should have saved it. I noticed with Google, when you find certain things and you try to go back to it, good luck. Company and oh my gosh. So you see here, there is no known direct connection between Tether, the stablecoin company, and the concept of the 15-minute city. Tether is focused on providing financial infrastructure and has been involved in projects like Plan B initiative, the city of Lugano, which leverage blockchain and Bitcoin technology. The 15-minute city is an urban plan. So, once again, here is how they play y'all face. If y'all know about Plan B, all right, notice they spell it with the Bitcoin. Watch this. We're going to connect the dots. When you learn about Plan B and what they're doing, they're making a new incentive for people to buy with cryptocurrency in the city. Plan B is a joint initiative by the city of Lugano, Switzerland. Good old Switzerland. And Tether to accelerate the use and adoption of Bitcoin, blockchain, and decentralized technologies as the foundation for the city's financial infrastructure. Look at that. All this is part of the 15-minute city. That's why there's a next place. I showed it in one of my live stream before, where they made the people where they only running on Bitcoin. I forgot what island, what area it is. Okay? This is Plan B. This is the ushering in of 15-minute cities. They're dealing on the financial part. And they want to have Bitcoin as part of that. As much as they say, oh, sustainable Bitcoin mining and peer-to-peer. Yeah, within that 15-minute city, locked down. Locked down. Pay with Bitcoin, Tether, USD, and LVGA. Am I making myself clear here? So they'll tell you one thing, and while pulling the wool over your eyes. Every time you put in 15-minute cities and you're looking to get the whole rundown, I'm typing too fast. I know I spelled that wrong. My bad. Urban plan. No, Plan B. Plan B. Let's see what comes up. 15-minute city. Oh my gosh. I can't find the article. But y'all get the gist. I just connected the dots for you. So the next one, as much as I don't like to say it and I do not want to admit it, XRP. The company Ripple is the ones they're making CBDCs, and they're also dealing with the stable coin. Their stable coin RLUSD It's part of the whole plan as well. There's money to be made, people. Remember, Ripple. Let me see what comes up. Ripple 15-minute city. Now we're going to put NYC. Rippling. Okay, this is our next company. This is sidebar. Rippling. Notice they say workforce management system that's dealing with HR, IT, and finance. This is another company. As far as I know, they're not part of Ripple, but Rippling is a company that's dealing with all that. I'm glad they show that. That's a sidebar. They're also looking to be part of the 15-minute cities. Ripple company. Now with RLUSD, the query is a misunderstanding of a search, as there is no single company named Ripple Company. It is likely a confusion with the concept of the 15-minute city, a vision of the yada, 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 y'all full of shit. So now, Ripple CBDC. Ripple's solution for central bank digital currency is called the Ripple CBDC platform. It is full service platform that allows central banks, governments, and financial institutions to mint, manage, transact, and redeem their own fiat-based digital currencies and stable coins. The platform is built on a new private ledger that is underpinned by the same core energy efficient technology as the open source XRP ledger. As much as I don't want to admit this, this is the reality, people. This is the reality. It's going to be a free for all. I know y'all don't like it. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but this is the real deal gist of it. And one of the major things they're going to use, remember, Ripple teamed up with the U.S. Navy. I always got to show this. Now, you'll see here they say there's no direct evidence the U.S. Navy CBDC platform project with Ripple. That's a lie. We already showed, and I notice more and more when you put it in to get the damn article that pulls up. It's like pulling teeth. For people that have been watching me for the longest, y'all know Ripple and the U.S. Navy. This is why I do the searches for you real time. You know what? Ripple buy chip. That's what we're going to do. Watch this. Buy chip. Gotta go over this again, so y'all know. Remember, the lady that worked in the White House spilled the beans. Announcement, buy chip. This is a company in Denmark where they're going to make the implantable chip to go into your hand that deals with your banking and everything. All your payment system will be in the palm of your hand. You want to unlock the door with the palm of your hand. The gym membership, everything will be in the palm of your hand, the size of a rice grain. Buy-chip microchip implant is now implementing Ripple payment system in the product. This means that the microchip owners will be needing to connect their microchip to their bank accounts. This means that the microchip owners will not be needing to connect their microchip to their bank accounts anymore. This is the announcement. Okay? So y'all don't think I'm lying. Ripple teamed up with the US Navy to outsource the project to a company in Denmark called BuyChip. This is all dealing with the 15-minute cities. And look, for the longest, they had no activity on their platform. Look at this. And why are they saying content sensitive? I don't know why. Remember when I showed y'all this video where she was breaking down the chips and how the EU, the European Chip Act, where they're going to be making the majority of their own chips, right? Ripple is involved in this as well. Look at the chip right there in his arm. They have teamed up with Ripple. Hey, people. This was done since what, 2018, come to find out. And they teamed up with the US Navy. See, this is a video of the person paying with his hand. This is Ripple RAN technology. Look. Test video. Look how far back he's going. Distance reading range is 7.2 meters by now. Look. Still picked up the man's stuff. You can't make this up. See? So I know y'all don't want it to be true. Look, since 2018, this post was made. Okay? This ain't me, people. They did a whole announcement. Don't get mad at me. Look. Let's put in a search. It's more information. Look. Let's see what comes up. Some information. I'm looking for the company BuyChip. BuyChip, I put it in. Ripple rep on stage confirmed interoperability. The most. Look, you see? Lucky thing I know how to find it. Look, somebody put, if you have not been able to connect the dots, here they are. The New World Order, XRP, Ripple, BuyChip. It was even on XRP's page as well. All right. See, people type, yes, even after BuyChip microchip implant is now implementing Ripple payment. Let's see. Let's pull up some more on BuyChip. I want to find, because BuyChip, they had a lot that they had put. See, somebody put this in Asia. I think they pulled it from BuyChip. Now I want to get the exact link for BuyChip. I don't want no third party. Nope. So that's just that one thing they showed there. And we know Google is part owner of Ripple, right? We do know Facebook is part owner of Ripple, right? All of them looking to implement the 15-minute cities. So yeah, Ripple is part of that. Ripple, they teamed up with the US Navy. Anybody remember when I showed you those articles? Right? The company BuyChip. Let me see. Buy chip. Denmark. Denmark. What's the name? Buy chip. Damn, I put Denmark. Sorry. Denmark. Denmark had those. See, look, this don't make no sense. I'm putting in the damn search. Look at the bullshit that's coming up. You see? Now watch. We know the damn company exists. Right? Buy chip.com. Wow. No more access to the website. You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Luckily, we have the old live streams to show. Because now we try to go to their website. You can't get to their website. But we know they exist. This is them here. We're going to try one more time. Let's see. Buy chip. See? Sorry. Website is taken down. I'm glad I did this in real time and show y'all. It's taken down. Mind you, they are teamed up with Ripple. They are implementing the 15-minute cities. They are going to deal with you to get access. A next one that's dealing with the passports and the voting and all that system that's going to go on is HBAR. They're also down and involved within the 15-minute cities agenda. Okay? HBAR. The next one. XDC. This is the XRP of the European Union. Okay? This one already got the blessing of King Charles, in case y'all don't know. It don't get better than that. And they are doing big things, and they all in on it together in cahoots. All this, these are the type of cryptos you're going to have to get. All right? Okay, I think y'all's full. I'm almost at the 2-hour mark. I show you how Zohran Mamdani. I showed y'all the 15-minute cities. How it's coming everywhere. All right. 15-minute city. California. It's there. All right. They're all saying, oh, they doesn't have 15-minute cities yet. Never said they did. They're implementing it. All right. Canada 15-minute city concept in Canada is growing. Urban planning ideas where most daily needed accessible, blah, 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 blah. That's Canada. Canada, it's about to be a wrap for you. Florida, although Florida is fighting back, they're still pushing it. Several Florida cities embrace the 15-minute city concept to create walkable neighborhoods where residents can access daily necessities within a short walk, bike, or transit ride. Cities like Fort Myers are working to add amenities like groceries and parks downtown, while Miami is described as already being a control matriation of interconnected villages. New developments are also being planned, such as Jacksonville's E-Town, which is a smart and able community and large-scale project in South Florida that use the Tri-Rail to anchor developments near transit stations. So examples in Florida, you got the Miami being described as a 15-minute city due to its existing structure of interconnected neighborhoods, often called villages, right? You got Fort Myers is actively working on becoming a 15-minute city by adding more amenities like such as, okay, y'all get it. Jacksonville, they got the E-Town, all right? A master plan community with focus on being a smart and able city. None of this could be ran without crypto, by the way. It's not going to work without crypto. I'm telling y'all now. So this is why I'm giving y'all the breakdown. And they need the Socialist Communist Party to come implement it because the other ways haven't been working. South Florida, the region is implementing the 15-minute city concept through transit-oriented development TODs around Tri-Rail stations. Tampa, Florida. The Water Street Tampa development is an example of a project designed to offer a 15-minute city experience, providing residents and visitors with easy access to amenities within the development itself. So for all those people that's living in Florida and you think Florida is sweet, I know you haven't been hearing talk because it's been some resistance by a lot of the people, but it's still going on. Life expectation in 15 seconds. Very rare. People start at the top of the ladder. Keep climbing. People never give up. Facts. All the tech companies are moving here. That's fact. That's fact. Let me see. They're planning it for Texas. Well, Texas, since New York is on some other bull caca, I showed and did the live stream on it. Texas is going to be the new stock market, 24/7 stock market system, because they looking to tokenize the stocks. Joel, where you moving to? The space station. Y'all better get y'all money up. Stop playing. Cardano VeChain for supply chain issues. Yes, that's correct. Cardano and VeChain, especially VeChain, for all those people that's into fashion and like clothing and whatnot, they're gonna tag you. Moving on. I'm just going down the list. 15-minute cities, Pennsylvania. Several cities have potential for 15-minute cities development, with Pittsburgh ranking highly in a recent study. Other cities like New York, Philadelphia, and Erie are actively exploring its urban plan concept, which aims to make daily needs accessible within a short walk or bike ride through through improvement like better pedestrian/cycling infrastructure, zone reforming, and mixed use development. So mind you, remember, they said, oh no, New York don't have none. New York don't have that. It don't matter if it has none. The infrastructure is already built. That's why they're putting up so much bike lanes. Everybody's like, yo, why are they putting all these bike lanes? Why are the bike lanes? The bike lanes, the bike lanes, the bike lanes are annoying. Why do they have the city bikes line up? Why do Washington, D.C. have their own version of like how we got here with city bikes? And they also got scooters. What's going on? 15-minute cities. They're lining you up. They tell you one thing, and then when you go deeper, you see other articles and other initiatives from the people that's initiating it. They're telling you what they're doing. Why you think they make it? Why you think they've been pushing the congestion pricing in New York City? We'll go Governor Hochul, her goofy ass. Why you think they want to charge you going back and forth for taking the bridges and the tunnels? Why you think they're dealing with the easy pass where they don't need nobody at the booth no more? They want you to know, don't matter, get the tracking device, put it in your car, and when you go through and we bill you later, don't worry about it until we finalize the final part of the system. Y'all don't get it, right? Y'all don't get it, right? New Jersey. We not done. We still going. 15-minute cities. New Jersey. New Jersey is exploring the 15-minute city concept to create healthier, more sustainable, and equitable communities with a Rutgers University report. Y'all know about Rutgers University in New Jersey, right? Analyzing its applicability. Why they gotta use all that applicability? Just say their resources or whatever. Anyway, across the state's diverse urban, suburban, and rural areas. So they're locking everything down. Urban, suburban, and rural. You're not going to escape. While no entry cities are fully built as 15-minute cities, some communities like Hoboken are considered close examples due to their walkability and mixed-use development. The concept aimed to ensure most daily needs like shopping, schools, and parks are accessible within a 15-minute walk or bike ride. Notice the same concept keep going on and on. Look, New Jersey Climate Change Resource Center. 15-minute neighborhoods. New Jersey climate change. They're going to keep ringing this climate change in your ears. Mamdani is about to paint the town red. Any questions before I get out of here? Because I showed you a lot of the cryptos they're going to be using. They're going to be using the privacy coins too. They ain't going to want you to know what the hell is going on. Thus, your Zcash, your Litecoin, your Dash, Secret Coin, and a few others. Hell, Crypto Pro Life been told y'all what to get. When it was Spirit Tools, they was telling you. Any questions before I get out of here? Any questions? I'm over the 2-hour mark. Y'all just don't understand. And that's why watch for the prices of the brownstones to drop dramatically. Also, look out for more fires being started as well. Thoughts on land. See, I got my vote sticker, y'all. What do you mean thoughts on land? Elaborate more on your question, please. Lantern Oracle asks, good locations to escape this or limit exposure to it. Oh, I didn't make myself clear the first time, huh? All right. Forget all of the states I showed y'all. In America. America is done. You're not escaping it. But I guess I didn't make myself clear enough. So let's continue. 15-minute cities. China been doing it big. China is implementing the 15-minute city concept, which aims to ensure residents can access daily needs like shopping, healthcare, and recreation within 15 minutes. Walk or bike ride. In 15 minutes, walk or bike ride. Shanghai was an early proponent in 2014. With plans to make 99% of public service facility accessible within this radius by 2035. You know what? Africa got all that land mass. Let's look at Africa. Let's check out South Africa. 15-minute city concept is gaining attention in South Africa. All the people that say, I'm moving to Africa. I'm not staying here. Hotep, brother. Hotep, sister. We need to evade the system. We divesting into Africa. Shut up. Y'all sound stupid. The 15-minute city concept is gaining attention in South Africa, but its implementation is challenging due to factors like existing urban sprawls and inequality. While the model aims to provide essential amenities like work, school, and shopping within the 15-minute walk or bike ride. Practical application requires rethinking urban development and investing in better public transport to connect communities. Some developments like Waterfall City are trying to implement the model, but is not yet a widespread reality across the country. It's a wrap. It's already being done. And oh yeah, Elon Musk is part of it. Don't be fooled. That's why they're saying when they came here and spoke to Trump and they said, we need Elon help with the Starlink and his transportation system that he's running. Mind you, they also was killing what? Christians out there. Remember when Trump confronted them? Remember? Y'all don't remember that, right? Y'all got short-term memories? So it's a wrap for Africa. It's a wrap. It's being explored all throughout all of Africa. Okay? You're not escaping this. What else you want to check? Japan? While Japan is exploring futuristic urban plans like the Woven City project, the country also has a history with living circle concepts, the precursor to the 15-minute city. Many Japanese cities, particularly Tokyo and Kobe, functions as organic 15-minute cities due to dense walkable neighborhoods supported by excellent public transport rather than through top-down design. However, Japanese research indicates that proximity alone doesn't fully eliminate car use. They want to implement the whole car use. They come in with this carbon tax bullshit. They said Japan is already organically, they built their stuff this way years ago. They're now trying to implement it all over in a big way. Maybe I'm bugging. Let's run to India. 15-minute cities in India. The 15-minute city concept and urban plan model gaining traction in India. Though many Indian cities already have historical roots in this idea, like the walled city of Jaipur. It's focused on creating neighborhoods where daily needs such as shopping, work, and education are accessible within 15-minute walk or bike ride. You notice the same concept over and over again? So where you think you going? Did I make myself clear now? You are not running and hiding nowhere. You're not going to go somewhere where it's going to be minimized. If y'all don't take actions and do what y'all got to do now, y'all done. Tracy Natural says, don't have the survival skills for rural terrain. When is the market going to pop off? Around late November, December, and it's really going to kick into January because the market cycles of how it's going or how it used to be before has changed dramatically. And you have the spot ETFs. Thank you for that. Oh, Lisa 8884. Joel Benjamin. Good job, JB. You converted a lot. What? Yeah, a lot. Salute. Okay, salute to you. Let's see. Tracy Natural says, South Africa is one of 54 nations that is the same as America. I'm glad you mentioned it. A lot of people don't know. Bob back in the chat said 15 minutes cities in Europe are great. Hey, some people like it. He said he visited and it was great. Some people like it. It's great for now. Remember, you'll own nothing and be happy. Stoner Feud says, a lot of y'all are distracted. That's why y'all are not focused. Facts. But it's thought they already modernized Papua New Guinea. Correct, that is true. And surrounding islands. Really disheartening. But don't be afraid. You don't need an entire nation. Just a location. That's a fact. It is like a mouse trap. All the free cheese you want. Correctly, said 8884. That's correct. That's correct. That's exactly what it's like. Do you know who that is? Be mindful and get into the word. Increase your discernment. So true. Let's see. The 15-minute Stoner Feud said this 15-minute city is easier way to track everyone whereabouts. That's true. Listen, I gave y'all the broke down. I let you know you're not escaping this. One of the richest cities on the planet, New York City. Mamdani is in there. It's Mamdani season. The Reign of Zohran, Rise of the 15-minute cities. Y'all gonna eat that and enjoy it and like it. All right? Y'all will learn to eat shit and love the taste of it. That's what y'all gonna do. Yes, London already fell. Correct. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Why we acting, and that's, watch, they're looking to do the great takeover in Hey, am I live still? What's going on? What's going on with my stuff? If y'all can hear me, let me know, let me know, let me know. One by one, mayor cities are collapsing. Yes, that is true. That is true. I think I got one more video to show y'all. Or maybe that's it. I don't gotta keep going any further. While the rest of these people are running to get Starbucks beer cups, the same beer cups, and they could just buy the stick and stick on it that they could buy for like 80 something cents on Etsy or in one of them dollar stores is selling. While they focus on that, they're losing focus to what's really going on. And I'm not fear mongering. I'm just putting the facts to you. Like it or not. All right? Like it or not. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. We not letting them off the hook before I get out of here. See, glad I checked my notes. Real time. Because they're part of the bullshit too. Watch this. Some of y'all don't even know what's coming. Y'all know Fannie Mae, right? Watch this. Fannie Mae removes. See how much shit I'm getting into? See how this all ties in? Y'all know Fannie Mae, right? Real time. I'm showing y'all this in real time. Fannie Mae, where we at? Fannie Mae has removed the minimum credit score required of 620 for loans submitted through its desk underwriter. Their desktop underwriter system, effective November 16th, 2025. Instead of a minimum score, DU, which means desktop underwriter, DU will now use a comprehensive credit risk assessment to evaluate a borrower's financial profile, which could make home ownership accessible to more borrowers, particularly those with scores just below the previous cutoff. However, individual leaders can still choose to implement their own, However, individual lenders can still choose to implement their own minimum credit score requirements, and certain private mortgage insurers. Oh my gosh. I'm live. I am live. I'll call you back. Yeah. You watching me right now and you still calling? You ain't know it's live? What, it's growing? All right. Yo, that's crazy. I guess they thought they was watching the rebroadcast. Okay? I'm live. She still called me. He can't make that up. Yeah, but Fannie Mae, this is when you now go run and get those houses and then it crashed the market for you, on you, you're in debt. So what they can't scrape up, they're going to use you to go scrape it up. Don't worry about credit scores. Don't worry about the desktop underwriter. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about that minimum credit score required. It's all right. Go out and buy. Hurry up and buy. Buy as much as you can right now so we could pull the rug from up underneath you. Good old Fannie Mae. Look. So y'all don't think I'm lying. It's a trap. It's a trap. But what the hell do I know? Salute to the international audience, salute to the domestic. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin.